Hello everybody, Average Gamer here, and welcome to another episode of Supreme Rulers China. So, what's the dealio? What's going on? Well, as you can see, we've built a lot of stuff recently just to kind of, collect our northern front a little bit with supplies, basically. Kind of get the supplies going further north so we can capture more territory. We're going to highlight these guys. I think they're going down here. Perfect. We want to capture this middle ore facility. And of course, let's see how the war's doing. So we're going to hit the button here. Wrong one. We're going to hit this one. So this is all our territory so far that we've captured. Quite a bit. We're in the process of capturing these islands over here. We've captured this island. The next plan for our Pacific campaign, because there pretty much is none, other than the fact that our Navy is just walking all over everybody. Oh, hey, there's an infantry unit down here. Did not know that. You, sir, are going to come over here. Is there anything else? I think there's a... No, it's a naval unit. Oh. Got a half track down here. You all go in there. What are all you? Thunder Chiefs and B-52s. I'm pretty sure we have an airbase here, but it's completely full. So most of these guys have been repaired. What we're actually going to do is do an airstrike into this area again. We want to take out some of their artillery. Their artillery right now at this point is one of their primary strengths. They're going to be able to whittle down our troops if we don't, if we're not careful. As for what we've taken, so Western Front, in my eyes, still pretty much the same, or we'll say the southwestern front. We've still got chunks of Kazakhstan, whatever that country is called, and Tajikistan. So we're still kind of, we've taken countries. I mean, there is a couple little, there's a couple spots that are in, there's three little areas there that technically are ours still, but they're loyal to us, in my eyes. But obviously there is all of this up here that we've taken. You can kind of see the border outlines. We've taken tons of territory up here. We're going to be taking almost all their Pacific territory soon. We're laughing basically at this point, As for numbers-wise, we're going to go into the warfare stuff here. So we're sitting at our country's increased to 11.5 million square kilometers. We've lost 443,490 troops in total. 906 units we have lost. Or sorry, we have destroyed. Just going to highlight this to make sure. Yep. Oh, wait, no, sorry. We've lost 906 units, but we've destroyed 4,700 units. The Russians, which is better, it's more accurate to look at it this way, because this is what the Russians have lost, because they haven't gone to war with anybody but us. So for them, we've destroyed 2,554. So out of the half the amount of units we destroyed when we went to war with, Burma, Thailand, Vietnam, Korea, Bhutan, and Nepal. So if we ignore all those, half of what we destroyed, pretty much, actually greater than half of what we destroyed, is actually Russian. Just Russian units. So we've destroyed 2,554 of their units. We've only lost 617. For that 2,554 units that we've destroyed, we've caused them almost 1 million casualties. And we've taken 4.7 million square kilometers from Russia. Also, one of their puppets here, we've destroyed 6 of their units. Haven't taken any losses. That's our southwestern front, basically. And of that, 3,333,000 losses. They've lost 75,000 square kilometers. Tajikistan here has lost 41,000 square kilometers. And Kazakhstan here has lost 156,000 square kilometers. So we're basically running rampant over the puppets, no problem. And overall, we're causing some significant problems with the Russian military. Now, if I'm not mistaken, right here we'll show you how many troops every country has right now. So the Russians have 1.61 million. We have 3.12 million. So we basically outnumber them 3-1 at this point. That doesn't mean we're going to rush in and try to overrun them on the ground war in any form or fashion. What this basically means is that we have the advantage, we already know, for air superiority right now. We know we have the ground superiority. If we rush in now, we'll overextend our supplies, and we will get decimated like they will. So the best thing we can do at this point is just play the war how we've been playing it for the last little bit, and just keep up with it. So what we're going to do is we're also just going to take a few minutes, a few moments, just to look at everything in general, see how we're sitting. I believe we're building... Oh, no, we're not building any more agriculture right now. So we're a little short on agriculture. So let's build up some of this stuff here. Let's zoom out a little bit. We got money. We got $198 billion, so... Let's build, 47 of these things. And we're building 48. There we go. Rubber, we're doing good. Timber, we are kind of getting a little low on the timber. Whoops. What's that? Oh, that's the supply button. Nice. Did not know that was the supply button. Let's build up some trees. Or let's build up some... Let's build up some trees, ladies and gentlemen. Let's build some trees. That's an area that's pretty high in timber. It's one of those things where we're running low on areas with high timber counts. Or are we? I did not notice this. I keep forgetting we took the Korean Peninsula here. 46. That's like 1/8 the amount, so that should be pretty good. Oil. Our oil production is getting a little low. But on the bright side, look at all this new area that we can actually start to reap. So we're going to go there, build there, 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 there. Just going to max this out. Then we're going to move to the northeast there as well. Perfect. So the plan here basically is to utilize what we've taken so far. Make sure it's worth... Oh, we don't have supply in that spot, do we? Nope. Nice. Now, a new trick I found. Oil derricks. You can build oil derricks in water. I did not know that. I don't know if you did or did not. But yes, that's become quite the new thing I've noticed. You can actually build these puppies in water. Let's turn the weather off. And here is a large area here where we're going to obviously want to put a lot of these dikes. We are going to have so much oil that people are going to be putting it on their food and being like, "What? What's the problem? Did you have petroleum products on your food too?" And then what we're going to do is we're basically going to use this to utilize and to maximize our profit for the war. And the best part about all this, there's not a damn lick of anything the Russians can do at this point about anything. Most of our supply, for example, of oil, is outside the Russian space. Coal, Look at that. We're building coal in Russian territory. Gotta love it. Let's build some here as well. We are now to the point where we can start utilizing Russian, basically captured Russian stuff, like territory and land, for our own economic boom. I'll leave that. Actually, there's one spot right here. We'll be able to utilize that soon. In the meantime, we're going to go here. Oh, can't do anything of that there yet. There's a spot there. Oh, there's a spot over here as well. It's already being utilized. Oh, we can do that spot right there. My God, Russia. That's good. Nuclear. Now here is where we're going to laugh. We have all of their eastern, basically, supply locations for uranium. Anywhere we have a hot spot, or a big spot, we'll say, we're going to build some stuff here. Now, in the short term, this may cause our money to dip down a little bit. But then later on, our minister, we've already told him to sell off anything of, surplus. This will also get our supply in these areas up as well. Power, we're good for power, but just in case. Let's build some hydro dams. Let's build, we'll build 25 nuclear facilities. 3, 4, 5. Consumer, you know what, we'll build 4. Industrial capacity, we build another 25. Military capacity, we're not building a single damn thing. Okay, so we're building roughly around 640 fucking things. Jesus. Alright, so in this episode, what we're going to do is we're going to look here. So we're going to do massive airstrikes here. One thing I'm thinking we want to do is continue our push west up here. If these big units here can get to this location, I'm pretty sure the Russian supply lines at that point, yeah, have a weak spot right here. So if we can push and capture this location and take out this military base, actually if we can take out that military base, that wouldn't be too bad. There's a straddle fortress, like, we're going to tell all the straddle, oh, those are all these straddle fortresses. We're going to turn that on. There we go. I want you all to go to an airbase that I can, there we go. You're going to all go there. And then you guys, you're deployed. We're going to tell all our straddle fortresses. They're currently active. To go to this airbase as well. Then what we're going to do is we're going to tell them to bomb that location. We're going to take out that land location. And then, because I'm evil, whatever it is moving up their supply in the other areas around there, we're going to... Oh, shit. We don't want you. Oh, well, fuck it. We're going to tell everyone to go here. This Thunder Chief, changing what you're doing, you're going, well, you're going to go here. Okay, so we're going to unpause, and these aircraft are going to head this way. These ground units. So we're going to have a significant number of ground units in this location here. We're actually going to tell all of these guys to come down here as well. So one of the more humorous parts about this is the fact that our military at this point has gained quite a significant size in areas where it doesn't need to be big. You can all go back to base. In the meantime, now all of these should be B-52s. Perfect. All of you are going to go bomb Hex and bomb that one, please. All of you are going to go bomb Hex. You're going to bomb that location. All of you are going to bomb the Hex. The Hex out of that location. This Stratotanker is going down there. Those are all KC-135s. You're actually going to go there. We'll unpause and all our bombers should go west. Perfect. Now you... I'm going to look... We're actually going to bomb that Hex right there. I want to take out that bridge. I want to cut back on their supply a little bit. So that way their supply will be forced to mostly go through here. And our bombers should be pushing over. Now, we'll pause just as our bombers get to the border. I'm going to click here and make sure there's no B-52s. They are going to fly that far in. Because you don't want anything like that to happen. So here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Massive damages to their ground, ground stuff there. And oh, they all got pretty. They didn't even. Wow. Okay. They almost took out that bridge, though. Stratotanker is going to go there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to pause, make sure none of our B-52s went anywhere they're not supposed to. Old Stratotankers got bounced. Perfect. So now we should have 3 large wings of B-52s. Yep. 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 Those should all be fighters. These should all be fighters. Perfect. Should be all fighters here. All right, so now we're going to do this again. This time we're going to hit this location again. This should totally knock that out. Half the strength for the bombing run on that one. So we're going to tell all these guys to bomb the Hex. So they're all pretty good, right? None of them are damaged. Nope. They're going to bomb that location. These guys are all going to hit that bridge. And these guys up here, you know what? They're going to hit that location. So we're going to bomb this town. Actually, we're going to break up this. We're going to hit this building facility. We're going to leave this one for, you know what? It's our top group here that's hitting. Yeah. We're going to tell them to continue after this location. But then what we're also going to do is tell these fighters to go there as well. So that way they can do a little bit of air superiority around the area. Pause. Those ones are going to go there. Ones as well are going to go there. And these ones are just going to do a little damage there. Nope. Research breakthrough. Let's look to see where our research is actually sitting right now. For ground units, we're still working on some missiles. And ground units are still waiting. Okay. So right now, infantry-wise, we're building the WZ-551. That is currently a year 80. 59. If we actually double-click on it, it should tell us the year. No. Let's do this. This should tell us. Oh, it doesn't tell you. Interesting. So I don't know if that's 1980 or not, because if you look at the regular tech, right? Like if we click on, it's a lot of fucking units. Medical research, for example, it tells you year 1985. So I don't know whether they just forgot to put the 19 in front of it or whatever, but our bombers are going to come in, and boom. Massive amounts of airstrikes over there. Whoa. Our bombers are heading back. Bombus. I want my B-52s to go back to these air bases here. Okay, so it looks like cutting up our bombing runs is kinda... Wow, they're fixing those things fast. Diplomatic offer, industry goods, and industry goods. Yeah, we'll take all three because we are losing a ton of money. You can see our supplies already taking a little effect a little bit. What we're going to do is we're actually going to tell all three of these to bomb that location. Let's see how well this works out. Here they come. Oh, we almost got it. We almost got it. So we're going to pause real quick. So now what we're going to do is we're going to tell these guys, oh, perfect. We're going to tell these guys, perfect. I want to make sure none of them are going to that airbase. Industrials, and yep, we're good there. Okay. Let's look real quick. So we almost wiped out the land production. Once the land production and those things are gone, we're laughing. So yet again, bomb hex. And here we go. Just in case, we're going to send our fighters in just a little bit at the same time. Bomb facility? Like, what are you doing? They won't, what the hell? Okay. Well, they're from the Dominican Republic. Now let's take a look to see if these facilities are done yet. Nope. We got 22 days with that one. And 22 days with that one, okay. So let's say our bombers only go so far, actually. Well, so in this episode, we did some strategic bombing of the targets over here. Really didn't do much in Kazakhstan. To be 100% honest with you, I'm not too worried about Kazakhstan. Now that we got our units lined up here, what we're going to do in the next episode is push out this way a little bit. So these units here are going to try and put up a position, like a defensive position along this location. Some of these units are going to come south. The rest of these units are actually going to push up a little bit, and we're going to create another defensive line around here somewhere. And that gives these guys the ability to pretty much... These guys here are going to take out this town of Semi. The middle units here are going to come right on this railroad, and they're going to take out Pavlodar. And then this unit up here with its air force are going to punch in and take out, they're going to attack Ominsk, Omsk, and okay, there we go, Omsk and the Omsk military facility. Get some land forces, and I think there's even a barracks there, so we might be able to utilize it for repairs as well once we finish punching in. If we can get this far in, like capture this area generally here, and then get a nice defensive position along here and along here, we might actually be able to push these guys forward to this location around here somewhere, maybe. So in the next episode, we will make some moves to possibly make things really big for us. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to move some of these B-52s down here to the south and hit a couple things, hit a couple facilities and stuff like that to maybe lower their supply down here. Because once we get into this location, it might get a little hard for us supply-wise. Looking at our reserves, we've got 35,000 troops in reserve right now. We got 15,000 units in, or 1,500 units in reserve right now, which we're going to bring up a lot of them. And whereas we're going to need a lot when we get into this general area over here, probably, because of this large open area. The key, to be 100% honest with you, is going to be getting to this location here. So from this line here. To be 100% honest with you, this is where I would like to get by the next third or fourth episode. If not, to kind of position ourselves this way, along this border here, like along this river. If we can get ourselves along that river, to be honest with you, we'd be kind of like the opposite of what the Germans did in World War II, because they think they got to that river, or they got to... Yeah, because Stalingrad was right around here somewhere, wasn't it? Yeah. And I'm going to cough. Hold on one second. But that is this episode. So until then, see you guys next time on the battlefield. Bye-bye.